Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. We head back over to court for more on whether all of IPI's tax information should be released. Also tonight, DPS is asking the public to take extra precaution as stolen vehicles are becoming more prevalent. And CHCC is also taking part in the austerity measure. Hear what they have to say. In sports, day 3 of the Pacific Games, the NMI is still smiling. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
The phone you want now on the best network and a plan that gives you endless data on chat, social, and music apps. Tell your Docomo Pacific rep you want now with access. Docomo Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
Looking for a truck that's reliable, durable, and a great value? Then drive Tacoma. Tacoma is Saipan's most popular truck. Look around. Everyone drives Tacoma. That's because 9 out of 10 Tacoma trucks sold over the last 10 years are still on the road. If you drive a truck for work or play, you need Tacoma. Good looks, rugged styling with the latest technology, and power when you need it. After all, Saipan is Tacoma territory.
Jose and Pedro were born on the very same day. Jose liked to play sports. Pedro liked to play video games. Jose's favorite word was pass. Pass me the ball. Pedro's favorite word was pass too. Pass me the rice. Jose is retired and has both time and energy. His life is just beginning. Pedro has diabetes, hypertension, and gout. His life could soon end. Eat less, play more, live longer. Brought to you by PHI, the pharmacy you can trust.
Y'all ready for this?
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. We head back over to court today for the continuation of Imperial Pacific International versus Commonwealth Casino Commission. It's the second day in a row of Imperial Pacific International versus Commonwealth Casino Commission, and the hearing has been once again continued until tomorrow at 9 a.m. IPI says they requested the continuation of the hearing because they needed to edit the PowerPoint for the final arguments. Viola Alapuzzo, IPI's lawyer, says in the PowerPoint will be key objectives to what they have been expressing from the beginning, that they want certain parts of IPI's tax information kept confidential and away from the public's eye, because CNMI House of Representatives Ed Probst filed an Open Government Act with the CCC to get that information made public. There is still 9 more days left on the extended temporary restraining order that was granted by Associate Judge Kenneth Govindo that prevents CCC from releasing IPI's tax information to the public. The closing arguments will be heard Thursday morning by both IPI and CCC at 9 a.m., where a decision will be made by Judge Govindo on whether all of IPI's tax information is confidential. The amended, redacted, audited reports by IPI is currently available to the public. Reports of stolen vehicles have been unusually high lately, according to the Department of Public Safety. CNMI DPS says a majority of these cases are due to the owner leaving the keys inside the vehicle unattended.
So the areas, is not specific to one village. These reports have been coming in from throughout the island. And majority of the times we found out that, the keys were left inside the vehicle, inside an unlocked vehicle, or even left in the vehicle with it locked. And many times, the callers that call in are not expecting their vehicle to be taken for a joyride, or even missing when they return to either their apartment after they come from their runs or walks or exercises, and also at the stores.
DPS Public Information Officer Adrian Pangilinan says just last month alone, there were 4 cases reported of stolen vehicles in highly populated areas around the island.
Of those 4, one includes at a store. Person left their vehicle keys inside their store. I'm not too sure if the vehicle was running or not running, but they left their vehicles inside, or they left their key inside the vehicle before going into the store. Upon returning outside, their vehicle was gone. They did report it to DPS, and I believe they recovered the vehicle. The second report also was the lady that was exercising. She left her keys in her car because she did not want to bring it with her. She stated that it was uncomfortable, and she left it in the vehicle because she would be back real quick. Upon returning to where she parked her vehicle was missing, and then she called DPS. The last 2, I think, were at home. This is 2 separate occasions and 2 different. I think one was in an apartment and one was at a home.
While it is unsafe to leave the keys inside your vehicle unattended, many may not know it is also against the vehicle code under the Cinema Law 3-61.
If it's unattended, if there's no driver in the driver's seat, must be turned off with the keys from the ignition removed, and then also have the parking brake up, either the center console or the down below, right below the driver's steering wheel, and then have the wheels turning towards the curb if like your car is at a certain incline.
And breaking this law can result in a citation. The Department of Public Safety is reminding the public to take your keys with you, no matter how safe you think an area is. More information on this law can be found at cinemalaw.org. Reporting for KSPN, I'm Ashley McDowell. As many know, austerity measures are being taken around the island because there is just no money. And the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation is implementing that measure as well. It's the Commonwealth's pathway to economic recovery, and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation is contributing to just that by taking their own austerity measures.
So the CHCC wanted to reaffirm our commitment to austerity. A lot of other government agencies are doing it right now. It's a tough time for the CNMI, and we wanted to reaffirm that we're committed to the same kind of principles, surrounding austerity, saving on costs, not, having unnecessary expenses.
But CHCC Public Relations Specialist Zoe Travis says CHCC has been operating on these austerity measures for quite some time.
This is more of a reaffirming our commitment rather than taking specific new actions. There are a few things that we're doing that are different from what we would have been doing before this specific bout of austerity.
Those new measures being taken by CHCC are?
The measures here at the CHCC are really, it's about cost reduction. And cost reduction here at the CHCC is really difficult because we're a medical facility. So we can't say, no one come in on Fridays, we're cutting back hours, because we can't close the ER, we're a 24-hour facility. And so that's the tough thing. And when you look at our cost, the cost of medical personnel, like urgent needs, is very big compared to the cost of administrative salaries. So it's hard to find places to really just make hard cuts. So for us, it's a lot about trying to reduce off-island referrals, off-island training, looking for alternative, revenue sources is another big one here, is, funding projects that will generate revenue for the CHCC and scaling back projects that are probably, necessary at some point but aren't going to help us in this exact moment.
And one of those examples is the parking lot at CHCC.
Everybody knows it's really hard to park at the CHCC, especially at certain times of day. And so renovating that is on our list, but it's not something that's going to, increase the quality of care. It's not going to generate revenue. So for austerity, that's something we're, putting on hold for the moment.
Another example CHCC is implementing to cut back on costs is limiting the purchase of items that are not needed at this moment, like office equipment and chairs.
It's just really hard for us to find things to cut because we are already operating on a really tight budget. And with the Medicaid cliff approaching, that's going to be another thing that hits us in the cost. So we already are kind of aware of that and are operating as low cost as we can.
But Zoe says although these measures are being taken, the quality of care given will not change.
Finding places to cut is difficult, and we just want to make sure the community knows that the focus on quality care is always going to be our #1 priority above basically all else.
CHCC does welcome input from the community at the public inquiry page on the CHCC website. Reporting for KSPN, I'm Ashley McDowell. Coming up, we head over to Ina's Kitchen to check out their popular dish. Find out what it is after the break.
Get the phone plan you're looking for at IT&E. Stay connected with the strongest, widest, and most reliable network in the Marianas. Stream, share, play, shop, and surf the web with super fast 4G LTE data. Whether you need just a few gigabytes of data to get by, or if you want to go further with unlimited data, there's a plan for you. You'll always get the best price. Visit any IT&E store or call us to learn more. IT&E. Explore your world.
All workers have the right to a safe workplace. Employers must provide a workplace that is free from recognized hazards and comply with applicable OSHA standards, including proper reporting of injuries. Training needs to be done in a language and vocabulary employees can understand, and an OSHA information poster must be displayed prominently in the workplace. Workers, you have the right to raise a safety or health concern with your employer or OSHA without being retaliated against, and request an OSHA consultation of your workplace if you believe there are unsafe or unhealthy conditions. OSHA can help. Free assistance to identify and correct hazards is available to small and medium-sized employers without citation or penalty. So look out, speak up, and stay safe. Job safety and health, it's not only good practice, it's the law. Check out OSHA.gov or call 664-3154 or 3155.
Welcome to this version of Local Bites with Ashley. I am here at Ina's Kitchen with Chef Sunny, who's going to teach us how to make some carne asada. Now let's go.
We opened in about March 23rd of last year. We were just looking for our lunch crowd, with the government agency up there. People over here in the shipping yard just coming by to have a quick 1-hour lunch break. So yeah, that was our initial clientele we were going for. This restaurant is named after my grandfather, Ignacio C. Aldon. His nickname was, as a kid growing up, was Enos, so we decided to go with that.
All right, so we are making some carne asada. So, I mean, what even is this?
It's a Mexican dish, carne asada, marinated steak that has been grilled and then sliced. When we first opened, we were actually grilling it as steaks and then cutting them and then placing them on the tortillas, and there you go. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to do that. Yeah. And with people, being on the rush to in and out for lunch, we decided to do it this way. So next, what we'll do is add our marinade.
So what goes into this?
It's a lot of spices, a lot of secret ingredients, but maybe some coriander, maybe some of this and that.
And just one?
Yep.
Get this flavor all mixed in. All right, let's get to cooking.
We try to cook everything to like a medium well. If you do have a special request well done, just let us know. We'll be happy to do it. So we're making 2 orders.
This is where I become a chef. Whoops.
A few more shows like this, you can open your own restaurant.
I think that's the next step. Open our own restaurant.
All right, so first step, your warm corn tortillas, and then you add your carne asada meat. Grab some onion and cilantro mix. And next up, we have our ancho sour cream. We use some Mexican herbs and spices, and then some sour cream, a little bit of mayonnaise. And then at the very end, we just top it off with some queso fresco.
Like a completed carne asada.
With all our sides, you can request for French fries or green salad. Place it nice and pretty right there. Always comes with a freshly roasted tomato salsa. Wedge of lime for each taco. And there you have it.
This is the finished product of the carne asada. Yum! Can't wait to try this. Extra flavor on there. Delicious, as always. All the flavors are so good. Thanks, Sunny, so much for having us out here, showing us how to make one of your top dishes, the carne asada. It was delicious.
Thank you for coming out.
And make sure you make your way out here to Ina's Kitchen to try one of these top dishes here at the bottom of Capitol Hill.
Looking good, Ashley, and it is yummy. I've eaten there, and it's great. All right, on Guam, more commemoration from the 75th Liberation Anniversary. KUM has the report.
Hafide Sinamai, here's what's making news on Guam. Another milestone on Guam's 75th Liberation, the Calagwak Memorial is unveiled. Dozens of community members came together to remember the suffering and survival of Chamorros forced into labor. Frank Castro will never forget the faces of his dying friends. He bore witness to attacks by Japanese forces.
I shall keep in mind that the Memorial Park is more particularly dedicated to my friend Juan and others who have died upon the Salt Lake airfield site some 76 or 77 years ago.
Celebrating his 89th birthday soon, the experience of forced labor to build the Japanese airfield more than 7 decades ago are ingrained in his memory. He and his family were able to seek refuge in the jungle after their escape.
There were a number of times when we came so close, so very close to being captured, and we knew that if we knew what the end would be.
Frank's story and the lives he remembers are memorialized at today's unveiling of the Calagwak Memorial in Barragata. A Lottie stone fountain and plaque marked the site where thousands suffered. Mayor June Blas says that the unveiling fulfills a promise close to home.
Never in my wildest dream did it occur to me that our God in heaven would place me in a position to fulfill my father's wishes. And as I found out later, and even today, the wishes of thousands of Chamorros.
The community placed stones on the fountain's base. Written on them are the names of survivors and the fallen, never forgotten in the stream of the island's history. Stay connected via our KUM mobile news app, follow us on social media, and sign up for our weekly email newsletter, KUM Digital Digest, on KUM.com. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tomas Manglotna.
Thank you, Thomas. All right, follow me to Samoa. We're going back there for this sports report.
want now on the best network and a plan that gives you endless data on chat, social, and music apps. Tell your Docomo Pacific rep you want now with access. Docomo Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
Welcome to Marianas Medical Center. We've been taking care of you and your family since 1998. We offer preventive health care services, acute and chronic care for both adults and children.
微产期以及妇科的检查.
신생아 성별 검사 및 영유아 건강 검진.
Meron po kaming food handlers, green cards, school at sports clearances.
Greenig Marianas Medical Center oferece todo classe de serviço para a família mesmos here.
We accept Medicaid, Medicare, and most private insurance plans, and we also accept individuals without any medical insurance. We're conveniently located in the JKR building on Beach Road, Garapan. Marianas Medical Center, quality health care for your entire family.
Visit American Memorial Park, one of Saipan's leading visitor attractions. Open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The visitor center is located in Garapan, just a short walk from most hotels. This U.S. National Park honors the American and Marianas people who lost their lives in World War II during the Marianas Campaign. Entrance is free. Take time to view the main film, to learn about the Battle of Saipan, and walk through the extensive and fascinating museum exhibits. Don't forget to stop by the museum gift shop, which offers unique and exclusive merchandise. All proceeds are donated to the park's education program. Come discover the American Memorial Park.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, day 3 of the 16th Pacific Games in Samoa. We check in with the cheerful, ever-smiling NMI delegation.
A 16th Pacific Games report from Samoa.
Clea, tell me about the race today.
It was great. The wind was pretty strong, a lot of swells out there, but it was a great race.
Coach Jason Tarkon comments about Kalea Andrews' accomplishment.
This is the first time CNMI has been involved in a couple of VA events or canoe outrigging events as a 6-man team. This is the first time we've entered a V1 competition, and it happened to be a women's competition, and she won her heat.
I went up against Guam, Palau, Samoa, and what was that? PNG, Papua New Guinea.
Coach says the conditions were rougher than the Saipan Lagoon where Kalea practices.
We are inside the reef, but it's just the way the angle and the way the bay or the cove is set. The waves come from one direction, the wind comes from another direction, it kind of wraps around, so it kind of meshes it up. On a calm day, usually in the morning when the wind's down, it's nice. But as soon as the afternoon the wind picks up, and the weather system these past few days haven't been too pleasing. It's good for sailing, but not really good for canoeing or for outrigger.
So you always want to get a good start, you know, just to give you that glide, you know, so that you have a smooth race throughout.
Unfortunately, exactly the opposite happened to Stephen Goodwin.
Steve unfortunately had a bad start, Steve Goodwin. He tried, but he just set up his way, but by the time the green flag went down, he had a late start as a result. So he went to the repechage. He came in 3rd place, which is pretty good compared to his first race. So, but again, it was a great honor. So we have the finals. Kalea makes the finals tomorrow, so we're looking forward to her doing well. And then we're going to rest one day. Then we have the V1 long distance, and that'll be Maya Duenas and Jack On. So we look forward to that.
Beach volleyball. Tice Mister had a smile on his face despite bowing out of the competition early.
They played solid, hustling for everything. My partner, my son, We played really well and had a great time, and I'm just honored and privileged to be able to play with my son.
After this summer is over, Logan goes off to college in California with this once-in-a-lifetime memory.
It's amazing. Can't even express it. It's just it's really cool. I'm very proud of him.
Jinju Thompson and Aiko Watanabe are two members of a very young swimming squad.
Representing Northern Mariana Islands, Aiko Watanabe. In 8, representing the Northern Mariana Islands, Jinju Thompson.
Really well. I mean, kids are swimming really well. We made 4 out of 6 finals yesterday, so that's awesome results. Ike swam a personal best in her 200 back, and June did really well, placed 5th.
After NMI swimmers lost their Marpy swimming pool, they've been at a disadvantage.
That's one of our main things we've worked on when we got here. Swimming in a 50-meter pool, starts and turns is something that we haven't had a chance to do a lot. So that's one of the things that we've been practicing on.
Robbie Shore is looking forward to the competition.
Playing some dubs now, and then playing a couple matches tomorrow. Looking forward to that.
What's your key coming into the tournament? What are you thinking about?
Staying strong mentally, just trying to play my best, play for NMI, win.
Colin Sinclair is ranked 483rd in the world, 24 years of age. He's the oldest on this team and the only college graduate.
I just want to get him into like a team mindset. Tennis is really individual, so just coming from college tennis, I just want him to get kind of buy into the team and play for each other sort of thing instead of playing for us individually.
A 16th Pacific Games report from Samoa.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Get your game and gear at Gold's Gym Saipan. Group exercise is a great way to get fit and then stay fit. For something high tempo, go for a ride with one of our instructors in our new spin room. Let's roll. Pilates improves flexibility, builds strength, and develops control and endurance in the whole human body. It also improves coordination and balance. And the Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplement. See you at Gold's Gym.
Well, if it felt hot today, it's because it was 92. That ties the highest we've had all year. The heat index 105. That ties the highest we've had all year. Low 79, humidity 59%. Tomorrow partly cloudy, isolated showers, east winds 10 miles an hour. High 90, low 79. Sea 2 to 3 feet. Sunrise at 5:53 in the morning. A low tide at 9:40. High tide 3:59. Sunset at 6:51. Beautiful. Hot.
Yes. Very hot day. Can't believe today was the hottest day so far.
92. Well, yeah. That's the highest we've ever seen it here. Last year, you weren't here. Well, you were here last year. Late.
Partly late.
The thermometer wasn't working, and so we wasn't working correctly, and so we had some 94s, and one day we had 96. And I thought, wow, 94. We've never had 94 before. So I contacted National Weather Service. Turns out they found it was broken. The thermometer wasn't working right. So I do believe still I'm going back to 92 is the highest that I've ever seen on Saipan.
Wow, and this is for sure. This is fixed. Thermometer is working correctly.
Yeah, they recalibrated it, and so this is accurate.
So we're solid.
Yes.
Well,
92.
Welcome to the hottest day of the year in Saipan.
Hottest that I've measured since 26 years.
Oh wow.
So,
okay,
yeah.
Hottest in 26 years. Yeah. Here we go. All right, we'll get out there and enjoy that sun then, or the heat, should I say?
Heat.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Bob. And thank you for watching. Please do have a great rest of your night. Tune in tomorrow night at 6.
Good night.